Yo, what it do, gang? Welcome back to the channel. So listen, bro, a few people have been asking me to make guides on the recent decks that I've played on the channel, such as P.U.N.K Therion, Therion P.U.N.K, and Exosister. I have a guide out for the Exosister deck sometime this week. I'm gonna start with this one because this is fresh on my mind, and this is one of the last decks I've played recently. I also have a Rika deck which I'm working on for you guys, to stay tuned for that. With that being said, I want to start off this guide by teaching you guys the Therion cards, what the Therion cards do, because the Therion cards, understanding them is very easy. And if you understand the Therion side of the deck, it makes everything else easier, because these are either going to be extenders or you're going to use them for the effects, right? So for example, what do I mean by this? If you have these two cards right here, or if you actually manage to mill while having one of your Therion cards in the hand, then you got a little like combo. So what do I mean by this? For example, let's say you have this card in the hand, and now you either activated one of these two spells or you milled another Therion card into the graveyard. What you'll do is you're going to activate this effect to special summon itself by attaching the other Therion card to itself. And now when this card is special summoned and this card is attached to it, you have two effects. What do I mean? Example. The King Regulus is a Omni Negate, right? It can send itself or another back row card, Therion monster, from the back row to the graveyard in order to negate. So for example, if you special summon this and you have this card attached to it, now you get this card's second effect, which is doing your opponent's turn quick effect. You can target one Therion card in your spell and trap zone and one card your opponent control and return them to the hand. So now you have these two effects. So essentially, let's say you're playing the game, they activated something or whatever it was, you want to bounce something back. You're going to activate this effect, send this card to the graveyard, bounce a card back, and now if they activate another effect while you still have the King Regulus on the field, you get to send the King Regulus from the field to the graveyard in order to negate that effect if you choose to. And that's how the Therion cards work. Each one of them has a different second effect, and essentially when you attach each one of them to each other, they gain each other's effect. So for example, this one second effect is to prevent your Therion monsters from being destroyed by card effect. So if you have this in the graveyard and you have this in the hand, you're going to special summon this. You could quick effect bounce something, and you're also protected because you're gaining this card's second effect. And that's how they all work. This one allows you to pop a monster on the field on your turn. This one bounces a card back, quick effect on your opponent's turn. This one prevents your Therion cards from being destroyed except by battle. This one searches out your spells, your Therion spells. And then this one is just an Omni Negate, right? So now that you understand that, all you need to know about the deck is the P.U.N.K combos and stuff like that. With that being said, this is your main starter. This is your starter searcher. This card can search out any level, any P.U.N.K monster that's not a level 8 and below, you could search it out. So this is your main starter searcher if you don't have it in the hand, which is really good. This can be your starter if it doesn't negate and you have another P.U.N.K card in the hand, right? And then this one searches out your field spell. This one searches out your traps. Your Foxy Tune is basically an extender for your combo, while she could also help you make combos. And then the rest of the card, this one is basically you're just gonna special summon any one of your monsters right here. And then you have your trap, which is an Omni. This is basically an imperm. And then your other card, which is to help you pop a card on the field. And then all of these are just generic. Well, you have your Rising card, which is basically a part of your combo. Your Chaos Ruler to mail. Your P.U.N.K Dragon Drive, because you get to pay life points. You could search out any one of your P.U.N.K monsters. And then the rest of them, I'll go over everything else as we go over the combo. So let's get into the combo. Right, guys, so we actually got a cracked hand. Like, this hand is legitimately cracked. I can show you how to do different things, but I'm gonna show you how to do the main P.U.N.K combo before we get into anything else, right? So the main P.U.N.K combo is having your C Aemon, and it's a one card combo. Let's pretend like you don't have anything else in the hand. None of these cards exist. All you have is this, right? So you're gonna summon her. You're gonna activate her effect. You're going to go search out a Foxy Tune. So now we do have to pretend that we have all of these cards in the hand, because in order to activate the Foxy Tune, you're going to activate her effect, right? And make sure that it's the second one, not the first. the second effect. You're gonna activate that, send her to the graveyard, and you have to make sure that you have another card in the hand in order to activate her effect for real. So now I'll just send out the Therion Duke to the graveyard, and then you're going to special summon your Ukioi, the little fancy looking one right here. Defense position. Now, again, you have multiple options. I can activate this, bring it. I'm gonna show you this part right here, just so you know. You could activate this. You could basically bring like a King Regulus. And now, because with the effect of the Foxy Tune, you sent the Deku to the graveyard, you could activate this. Bring this from the graveyard and attach it to the King Regulus. While special summoning the King Regulus, right? And now you have an Omni Negate. So even if they like, what do you call it? They try to Nibiru you, you can negate it. If they try to do anything, you can negate it, right? So, and this card is protected from being destroyed by card effects. It can only be battled over. So now what you're going to do is continue your combo. You're going to activate your Ukioi. Even if this didn't happen right here, just pretend like none of that happened too if you want to. You could activate this effect. You're going to get the Rising Carp. You're going to use both of these monsters to use them as fusion materials. You're going to put the Rising Carp in defense position, of course. Then you're going to, if you want to, it's not even chain blocking, but if you want to fish out for negation, you can activate this. All it's going to do is give one of your Punk monsters an attack boost. If you want to activate it, do it trying to fish out a negate or something, you can. But what you'll do next is activate your Ukioi Rising Carp. And then you're always going to search out your Deer Note. Remember your Deer Note, and right here you get to make a choice. For example, I have both of my traps in the hand, unfortunately, so I can't show you this. You could either go for my Damn Spider, which will search out your trap, or you could search out your field spell with the effect of the wagon. So we're gonna go for the field spell. We're gonna get the wagon and the Deer Note, right? So right here, you're gonna activate the effect of the wagon. You're gonna fish out your Extreme Jam Session, which is your field spell. You could activate this immediately. Now, right here, all you're going to do is these two monsters are a level 8 Synchro, right? So you're always mainly gonna go into your Chaos Ruler going first because you need to mill. So you're gonna use both of these monsters, and you're gonna Synchro into your Chaos Ruler, right? So now you could activate both of these cards. It doesn't really matter which one, except, you know, if you're afraid of getting negated, it's up to you to choose what you want to link chain or not. But I usually start off by doing this, then activating the Deer Note. So with the Deer Note, always remember to bring back your Ukioi. Always, if you have the Ukioi in the field still, then you could bring anything else back. But always bring back the Ukioi going first, because this is your quick effect synchro summoning into a monster during your opponent's turn, right? So here we're gonna mill. We're trying to look for a dark or light monster. Let's see if we hit it. I didn't hit it, but that's fine. So everything else get milled. Usually what you're hoping for, if you have a Therion monster, is for the Therion cards to get milled and stuff like that. So now that you have this board right here, you have a few options. So you already have way less life points than your opponent. So you could either go into your Psychic End Punisher by using both of these or both of these, or you could actually just leave the field like this. So essentially you set down your trap. If you have an Ash Blossom, whatever, Imperm, if whatever you have, you set it down and you can end your turn. Why? Because right now you have a Omni Negate, or even if this wasn't here, you have your trap or whatever it is that you have in the hand, and you have a quick effect bounce back during your opponent's turn. So essentially, like I said, you could either go into your Psychic End Punisher now, or you could just wait. But the thing is that you can't go into your Psychic End Punisher in your opponent's turn. You can only go into this in your opponent's turn. So let's end our turn so I can show you what you're working with right now, right? So we're gonna let the computer do its computer things. So like I said, they're gonna activate this, and you could activate the King Regulus. So for example, we're gonna activate that, send the attached card to the graveyard. That way we can negate that thing, right? So then they bring this thing out here. I'll let the computer summon. Okay, so for example, right now, you can activate this effect. And the fun thing about having the King Regulus is that you could use him now in order to do this synchro summoning, or you could leave him there for next turn if you don't think he'll get popped. But again, you activate this effect and you're gonna go into your P.U.N.K Amazing Dragon using your Ukiyo-e. And again, you could use either one of these. I recommend using the Chaos Ruler because you can bring the Chaos Ruler back from the graveyard. So you go into your Dragon and you're just gonna bounce cards back while drawing a card because you pay life points and your field spell is on the field. I'm pretty sure the computer could probably do more stuff, but I'm essentially showing you what you had. Also, we still have the Omni-Negate and the pop. For example, I can activate this if you have it. Even though we're sending these back, you could pop. And then you can negate something on the field. Let's say this thing has an effect, negate that thing. So this is, I'm just showing you the things that you're working with right now, right? Oh yeah, this card lets you gain life points up to the amount of, I think it's attack that the opponent had when you negated their effect. So that's essentially what I wanted to show you. Now you guys see how the Ethereum cards work, how our P.U.N.K cards work, but I just show you the one card combo, right? Now I can show you something different. Let's go show you some different stuff. Alright, yo, the computer freaking lost me today, bro. They're giving me the most cracked hands of all times. But essentially, I want to show you the effects of each card, and I just talk to them about it, right? So, for example, something you could do is, if you have, let's say, you don't have this in the hand right now, and you have a Foxy Tune, you could also, the reason why I said the Ukiyo could be a starter is because you could activate this, right? You're going to activate this card, send it to the graveyard, and you could search out any one of your P.U.N.K monsters. So, for example, something I will do is I'll grab the Ukiyo-e. I'll summon the Ukiyo-e. Activate the effect of the Ukiyo-e. You know, in order to do this. And instead of using the P.U.N.K, what I'll do is I'll use both of these monsters. Then you're going to go into your Rising card, right? Regular stuff. And now, you could activate this to fish out, but what I'm trying to show you is, let's say you had another Therion card in the hand, not just but you know, this counts as having a Therion card in the hand, right? So what you'll do is you're gonna activate this thing, or again, if you have the Therion card in the hand already, it doesn't really matter. I'll grab whatever, you know. So now with the Foxy Tune, what you'll do is activate this effect, second effect, of course. You're going to send the whatever Therion card you chose to the graveyard, and then you're going to special summon. For example, right here, what I will do is you could either special summon one, or you could search for your field spell, or you could search for your trap. I'm gonna bring the Madame out to show you how you could search for your trap. So right here, you activate the Madame, and you bring out your Danger Gobu, sorry. And that's your Omni-Negate, your Imperm, sorry. So then you're going to continue off your combo by activating the Rising card. Then again, you're going to bring the Deer Note. And now that you search for your trap, you could also search for your field spell by bringing the Deer Note and the Wagon out. So again, you're going to activate the Wagon, paying your life points, getting your field spell. And you're going to activate your field spell. Now you're going to, again, mail. This is your regular combo. Something else you could do is go into this and pay life points and draw a card, but that's up to you. Again, we want to mail all the time. All we want to do is mail. So I'm gonna, what do you call it? Doesn't really matter which one of these two you use right now. It mostly depends on whether you're gonna have them on the field or not, because they do have effects. So for example, this one says if your opponent activates a card effect that targets a P.U.N.K monster you control. When your opponent wants to target one of for the attack quick effect, you could draw one card. So essentially, this is a drawing a card, right? They all have little quick effects that you guys can read and get familiar with. But for the sake of the combo, like I said, it doesn't really matter which one I choose. I'm just gonna go with the Madame Spider because I can potentially draw a card, right, with this later. So then we're gonna bring the Chaos Ruler out. Again, you're going to activate the Chaos Ruler, activate the Deer Note, and now you get to bring back the Ukiyo-e. Bring the Ukiyo right here, and now we're gonna mill. Let's see if we actually hit anything this time. There we go. We actually hit the Foxy Tune and the Ogre, which is really good, just to show you guys how things work. So you get to choose either one of these. Doesn't really matter in my opinion, but something I'm gonna show you is I'm gonna pick the Ogre, right? So then something you could do here as well is that you have two options. You can either, again, go into your Psychic and Punisher, or you could leave you could leave things here, which again, you have your quick effect, go into your Dragon Bounce Back, you have your fake Imperm, and then something you could do, because we just picked this up, is you could activate your other effect of your field spell, which is basically you could banish another card. We mailed our field spell. But alright, you could send another P.U.N.K card. Doesn't have to be a monster, just a P.U.N.K card. It could be your trap, your spell, or monster. You could banish it. So you're gonna banish that thing, and you're gonna special summon any one of your P.U.N.K monsters from your hand, right? So because we have a level 8, and now we have 2 level 3s and 2 level 8s, you can go into your end Punisher, no problem, right? So you're gonna grab this, make sure you leave the Ukiyo in the field, grab the Ogre, and with these two, you're gonna Synchro summon to your level 11 Psychic and Punisher. So now this board just went from okay, cool, to oh snap, and like you feel me? So right now, that's pretty much it. You could go into other things. I wouldn't really recommend it, but this would be your board. So essentially, if we would have had another Therion monster, specifically a level 7, we could have went into Baron the Floor as well. But this is your main board right now. If you could always remember a few rules when you're playing this deck. Rule number 1: if you have 2 level 3s and 2 level 8s in your beginning turn, you have an end Punisher, and you have your quick effect and return to the deck by summoning your dragon. You'll always have it, because this deck has a bunch of level 3s and level 8s and 2 level 7s in it. So it's Synchro Summon Fiesta, bro. That's all you're doing. So now that I taught you guys how both of the Therion cards work, the P.U.N.K cards and all of that, and the combo, something else I want to show you is how to go into your Baron the Floor and chain in. So let's see if we could make that happen. All right, gang. So I've been hitting the retry button for so long, bro, in order to get a hand like this specifically, because I want to show you how to go into your level 10s. So the reason you could go into your level 10s is because of your what do you call them? Your Therion monster. Sorry. So for example, with this hand right here, there's a few things that we could do, but I'll mainly activate the Colosseum, so that way we could get a level 7. It doesn't matter which one of these two, you just want a level 7, right? So what I'll do here is essentially all you need to do is get a level 7 on the field. That's your main objective. If you want to go for your level 10, just get a level 7 on the field. So right here, since we already use this as useless, we could actually use our field spell. So I'll activate the effect of the Ogre, right? With the effect of the Ogre, I'm gonna basically just start my regular combo with the Sea-Amen. I'm gonna get the Sea-Amen. We're going to activate the effect of the Sea-Amen right here when we summon her. We're gonna get the Foxy Tune. Now with the we're gonna get to draw a card, of course. So with the Foxy Tune, the main reason with the field spell with this card, the main reason we search for the level 7 is so we can summon the level 7. So how do we do that, right? You're gonna activate your Foxy Tune, and this mainly works if you have another Therion card in the graveyard, or if you have 2 Therion cards in the hand, because you're going to need to discard one with the Foxy Tune. So you activate the Foxy Tune, and we're just gonna send the Lily to the graveyard. Now we're gonna special summon our Ukiyo. And then now you see that this card started glowing, right? So we're going to activate this effect. Bring the Lily so we could attach it to it when we special summon it. So now because we summoned the Lily, you could actually search out one of your Therion spells. For the sake of showing you stuff, I'm going to activate it, right? And then you're going to send itself to the graveyard with the attached card. And you could get to search out your field spell, right? I'm just showing you because we already used. I'm just showing you the things you could do. Mainly, we just needed the level 7 body. You're gonna activate your Ukiyo-e, right? Of course, regular combo that I've showed you. Right here, do not use the deer note. If the deer note is in your hand, do not use the deer note for this because you're gonna need the deer note. So you're gonna use the Ukiyo-e and the Sea Aiming. Then you're gonna go into your Rising Carp. Now again, you could draw a card. You could activate this for the sake of fishing out, you know, negates or anything like that. It's up to you. Alright, so then you're going to activate the effect of the Ukiyo-e Rising Carp. And this is why you didn't want to send this to the graveyard, right? You're going to get your Deer Note. And then right here, we already have the field spell, so you know Madame Spider it is. Madame Spider is going to get me my fake Imperm. Thank you very much. We're going to set that down. And then right here, this is where you get your Baron the Floor or Changing, right? But before you even get into that, you could just go here. And then we're going to mail. This is the regular stuff that you're going to do. But again, I told you, your Ethereum monsters are either extenders or you're going to use them for their effects, right? So you're going to activate your Chaos Ruler, activate your Deer Note, and yeah, you're gonna bring this back. Again, you're always gonna bring this back going first, right? And then we're going to mail. We actually hit the Ogre. All right, and from here, again, like my main point is to show you how to go into your level 10s, right? Which I basically did. But right here, you don't have a lot of other options besides leaving this here like this. So I guess it's not a great showcase, right? But essentially, I'm just showing you how to get the level 7. But something you could do right here in order to not be in quotation stuck is you could activate your field spell. And then you're going to banish whatever, right? Doesn't matter. And then you're going to special summon your level 8. So something you could do is, because you just did that, you can actually try and special summon one of your level 3s by summoning this with 2 of your level 8s. I'll just put her here in defense position. Then you're gonna activate her effect. Specifically, make sure you detach the Chaos Ruler. And now let me see, we can special summon. There you go. So for example, now we can special summon any one of this. You can special summon the King Regulus, which is an Omni Negate, right? But for the sake of showing you the Baron de Floor or Chain, we're gonna go for a level 3. Well, actually, no, this isn't a tuner. Yeah, you're gonna get your level 3 tuner, summon it. And now you still get to bring out your Chaos Ruler, right? Because you could basically get rid of a light and dark monster from your graveyard or hand. And you get to bring this thing back. So now these are all your options, brother. All right, this deck will give you options. So we can go into Baron de Floor if we like, because we got 2 of these on the field, which is crazy. So there you go. You have a Baron de Floor, you have a fake Imperm, and you have your stand up, whatever that you know, whatever cards you drew with the effect of your field spell. And you could still go into your End Punisher if you want, right? If you want, you could go into that. I recommend not. But this is your board. You have a 28 defense stick, I guess, because this is not going to do much else. And you can't use this to, like, you can't use this as material to do anything. This thing is just for milling. Again, quick effect and, you know, your level 8. So, for the sake of just showing you, I'll let the computer do its thing to show you what you guys have here. So again, you could activate this thing, target, let me see, target 1 Therion monster in your graveyard, special summon, and then you could equip 1 Therion monster from your hand or graveyard to it. Which is crazy because watch this. You could activate this thing. You could bring back a King Regulus. Don't activate anything else. Put this thing right here in attack position. And now look at this. I'm going to have a quick effect bounce back. And then I still have my 2 Omni Negates. Well, my Imperm, well, we have 3 of them. The computer doesn't even want to play you, bro. The computer doesn't even want to play you. So look, I can activate this by activating the effect of the trap or the Therion card in the trap and whatever zone, right? And I'm gonna send this back for the just for the fun of it. I'm gonna send back the back row. Then you could activate this, right? You're gonna get your dragon using this, and specifically this again because you can't bring this back. Or you could use the King Regulus. We're gonna go with this. Attack position, whatever, yada yada yada. And then now I get to draw and send something back. So send this back. Again, you have the Baron the floor. I can negate my own effect if I want to. And why would I want to do that? But you guys. And then, you know, you draw your card. And now look at this. If our opponent had a bunch of monsters, I could have sent, look at how many Punk monsters I have. I could have basically sent their whole entire field back to the hand. So this is, look, again, change to it. The game is over. And look at all of the effects that you have. This deck can actually do so many things, bro. So with that being said, I think that actually covered everything I could teach you. You know, I taught you how to use this to mail. I taught you how to use... Is there anything else we got to go over? That's pretty much it. Honestly, there's nothing else for me to go over. Again, you could also activate this, you know. Again, you'll learn how to do more things as you play the deck. But these are the general combos or general things that you could do with the deck. Mainly, most of the time, again, you just want to go with your CM and one combo. And then depending on what Therion cards you have, then you get to combo off like that. With that being said, let's go into the deck list real quick. Alright guys, so I don't know if you guys seen the last videos and stuff like that, but this is my deck list as of right now. This is how I play. I don't run the side frame because it was more of a hindrance to me than help. Also, I like having the Chen Ying in here instead of having the side frame Link Monster or whatever. This deck works well for me. You guys just saw the combos that I taught you. Again, one card combo. This is your first one card combo searcher. Helps you extend. Again, with sending these to the graveyard. These help you send these to the graveyard in order to activate the effect from the hand. This deck is actually really cool, man. I suggest you give it a try. Don't try it against me because I hate playing against it. Honestly, the deck is actually really good. So with that being said, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, if you guys have anything that I didn't go over with, go over in general, just ask me in the question below. I'll answer it. If any one of you guys watching this video has any advice for me or anybody else that's, you know, looking for stuff in the comments, just comment something in the section below. I actually really like my community, my little community, because people help each other or people give me advice on how I could do certain things and stuff like that. So with that being said, you'll mainly always have an answer when you comment in the section below. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys learned something, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.